now I'm going to talk about my experience within the church. Do you know, I'm a bit skeptical about talking about this because I feel like certain people within the SDA community might be like, oh, why is she speaking on us like this? But it's not even that, it's a reality situation. This is my experience, this is what happened to me, so I'm going to tell my story. I'm not really shunning the SDA church because I'm still a Seventh-day Adventist woman. I'm still Seventh-day Adventist regardless, but this is my story. And so I'm sure you guys can imagine how hard it must have been for me being pastor's daughter and being 17 and pregnant in the church. And let me say, no one expected it. No one expected it in my church. I didn't expect it. I did not expect it. And I knew that I was going to get so much backlash. I knew my parents were going to get backlash. I knew that people would see us differently. Because, they'll say, oh, you didn't raise her right and all this blah, blah, blah. You know how they do, how aunties in the church do already. So I remember thinking to myself, okay, Michelle, you got to tell somebody in the church what's going on. So I remember I messaged my youth pastor on Facebook and I was like, oh, blah, blah. All right, we get it. You got a motorbike. But yeah, I remember messaging him and I was like, I need to speak to you in person. And he was like, okay, where do you want to meet up? Blah, blah, blah. So we met up in Nando's a week later. And I'm telling him, yeah, I'm pregnant. And so is my dad. And he was like, wow. He was like, okay. He was like, okay, this is deep. And then he said to me, okay, the procedure is as follows. So when we get baptized into our church, right? I was baptized when I was 10 or 12, can't remember. When we get baptized, we become a member of the church, right? And during baptism, we say a couple vows. So yeah, that's what happens. And a part of that vow is that, you will not defile your body. And in that is sex before marriage. We should not have sex before marriage, period. We shouldn't be doing that. And I did, and everyone in the church is going to be able to see it because I'm going to be pregnant. Well, I was pregnant, but I'll be growing. And so, as everyone in the church will be able to see my sin, I had to get disfellowshipped, meaning that I was no longer a member of the church. Obviously, I could still attend, but I had to step down from what I was doing, which was I was singing in the choir. So I had to step down from that because obviously I can't really go into the pulpit with my big belly. I'm not married. You know that. Like, that's common sense. But personally, I didn't agree with it. A lot of other people didn't agree with it either, but it's what happened and it's my story, so I'm gonna tell it. So yeah, he was like, this is what's gonna happen. And I was like, yeah, I know. It's fine with me. So after that, I still carried myself, my big belly to church every week. Trust me, that was not gonna stop me. And I remember the time came now for it to happen. I was about 6 or 7 months, and obviously everyone can see it now. So a board meeting was held, which is basically when all the members, elders, deacons, deaconess of the church attend a meeting and vote on matters in the church and speak on matters in the church. And I wasn't allowed in the sanctuary. That's where it was being held. It might sound bad to you, but to me, I didn't really care. Because me personally, I don't really care about these things. Like, I know what's going on in the world. I'm not a silly girl. I know what you're going to do. I know you're going to vote me out of the book of membership or whatever you call it. And I didn't really care. I was still going to come to church regardless because I'm coming to church for God, not for people. So that went on. And I remember a couple years after that, sitting on someone else's situation. And they would say something along the lines of, as you know, this person is pregnant within the church. They'll say, those in favour of them getting this fellowship, please stand up. And I was told a couple weeks ago that some people who I held very dearly to my heart stood up. Obviously, it's the religion. The religion is a religion, but you'd think that, right, these people support you. And I also learned that my good friend, Liz, you know who you are, and a couple other people stood up for me that day. I love you guys. Trust me, I love you guys. But they did tell my friends at the time that they were too young to have an opinion, which I also don't agree with. Like, guys, please don't take all this information and run with it and think the SDA church is a bad church. Trust me, it is not a bad church. I'm SDA'd forever. That's my church regardless. But obviously, with everything, there's certain things that you don't agree with, and this is my story, as I said before. This is what happened to me. Why am I stuffy? I need to go out, because this quarantine lifestyle's got me feeling stuffy. Like, I need to get out of the house. Anyway, back to the story. That's what happened to me, and yeah, that's literally my story from the church, guys. Oh my god, deep that I just recorded a whole section and my phone talking something about, I don't know what it was saying, but it deleted the whole video. So here we go again. I was asked some questions through my pregnancy or pregnancies, and I'm gonna answer them now. First question is, what was birth like? Okay, I'm gonna talk about both of my births. My first one, I had to have a forceps delivery because my baby wasn't progressing, she wasn't crowning. I think crowning is the word. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but she wasn't coming out, so they had to rush me to theatre, get me on a whole heap of meds. Couldn't feel anything. I thought I was gonna die. I remember saying, "Mom, I don't wanna die, I don't wanna die." I was crying, you know. Like, that I think about, I'm thinking, Michelle, like, grow up. I was 18 though, it makes sense. Yeah, so I had to have a forceps delivery and I had a severe tear. I don't know if it's called a third, I don't know what kind of tear it is. Was it a 3rd degree tear? I don't know, but it was serious. I had to have stitches. It was terrible and painful. The healing afterwards, oh my goodness, the worst pain ever. But that was my first birth story. My second birth story now, I had to have a C-section because my baby, she defecated inside of me. So that was dangerous for her, and she wasn't progressing, my labour wasn't progressing. So they had to get me on the epidural and get me into the theatre and give me a C-section. So both times didn't go too well, but I'm thankful my babies are here. Maybe third time lucky, what? Third time? Whoa, manifestation. Nah, not before marriage, But yeah, okay. Did you feel stereotyped? Personally, I didn't feel it because I choose not to feel these things, but I knew it was happening. I knew the aunties in church, the aunts and the uncles were stereotyping me. I knew they were going, look at Michelle with her big belly, look at her pastor's daughter. I knew it was happening. No, we don't want that. We don't want it. We do not want that. But I knew it was happening. But I chose not to feel it because that's the kind of person that I am. Like, I'm not here in the church for people, I'm here for God. So if you want to stereotype me, you can stereotype me somewhere else. Stereotype me in the WhatsApp group chat, not to my face. So I didn't feel it, but I knew it was going on. Next question is, what was the worst thing about being pregnant? Okay, both times was the morning sickness. The first pregnancy, I lost 2 stone. Second pregnancy, I lost 2 stone again. I'm gonna try and see if I can insert a picture of how sick I became. The first time, I was a twig. Look at that and look at me now. I literally dropped to a size 6. I was, well, actually no, even like 4, 6. Now I'm a size 10, 12, so boy. Second pregnancy, I dropped to 7 stone from 8.5 stone. So you can imagine I wasn't eating anything. I was not eating. What was I saying? The best thing about being pregnant was, yeah, feeling the belly, feeling my babies move inside me. That was the best feeling ever. Did you have any cravings? My first pregnancy, I remember craving birthday cake. Like, literally, my mum used to go to the supermarket, buy me the big trays of birthday cake, and I used to sit there and munch it off in 2 days. 2 days flat. All the time. Every week without doubt, she'd buy me a birthday cake. Second time, second pregnancy, I just remember craving fast food, all types of fast food, McDonald's, Nando's, KFC, like, that was me. Every night I was eating Nando's. I remember that, I was eating Nando's every night. Every night, it's bad. Probably why I've put on, anyway. No, do better. Okay, last question is, what would you be doing if you didn't have kids? Wait, no, that's not the last question. I just didn't separate them. Wow. What would you be doing if you didn't have kids? Personally, I believe I'd be doing the same thing that I'm doing now, because my life plan has always been to get my education. You know, I would have gone to college, gone to university, and gotten a job. Yeah. Basically what I'm doing now. Obviously, because I had kids, I've been put back a couple of years. Well, everyone moves at their own pace, but if I didn't have kids, I probably would have already been graduated, let's say a good 3 years ago. I'm 24, so I would have graduated at 21. That would have been, but you know, things happen. And so, who supported you? I believe that I received support from numerous people. This was a bit of a tricky one for me because I don't really, as bad as it sounds, I don't really take help from people. I need to work on that, but I don't really take help from people. I don't like to, I don't know, I like to do things by myself, which is strange, but and because that's the case, I can't really think about who supported me because I didn't really let anyone support me in a way. It's bad. I need to work on it. But my parents were there for me, you know. They didn't kick me out. They didn't do anything I thought they would do. They were there all the way. You know, allowed me to raise my daughter in the house, which is, I'm so grateful for that. My college teachers supported me. My youth pastor supported me. My youth pastor supported me. No shade. I had a close friend back then. We're not really close now, and she supported me. She supported me all the way. You know who you are. That's it really. I don't really allow people to support me. I don't know why I do that to myself, but I don't really let people in like that. I like to do everything by myself. I don't know, there's something wrong with me, honestly. Like, there's something wrong with me. This video has been a sit-down video. I've just been talking, and this is not normally me. I like to be, you know, like, active and, you know, making people laugh and stuff, but this is real life. I've come to tell a real life story, and I have to be mature about it, and this is what happened to me. 17 and pregnant in the church, pastor's daughter. That was I. And I've overcome it. Through God, I've overcome, honestly. Like, if it wasn't for God, yeah, I don't know. Because a lot's happened with this pregnancy thing and my life, like a lot. But, you know, I'm here now, and I'm testing me that you can do it. Whether you're 16, 15, 17, 18, having a baby, trust me, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Don't let anyone tell you can't do it, because you can do it. You can do it, mate. I'm going to keep telling you. Because I know there's somebody out there who's my age when I had my first daughter thinking, I can't do this, I can't do it. Yes, you can do it. Get somebody around you who's going to support you. I mean, support you. Trust me, you can do it. So that was my story, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to. Like, I don't like to say that, like, comment, and subscribe, because if you want to do it, you will do it. Like, right now I'm recording this video, I have only 37 subscribers, but I'm going to put the content out, do you know what I mean? Because those are my subscribers. So, like, comment, and subscribe if you want to, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta, but if you want to do it, you can do it. And catch me next time. Next time will be a Q&A. I did this so back to front, like, I should have done a Q&A first, but I felt compelled to tell you my story now. So, yeah. Bye. See you next time.